just a thought, to make the water tower a water fountain, an aesthetic as a water fountain, and the bottom part made of pebbles in sections, so children or adults, whoever interested, put in a stone, a sort of, you feel a connection later on to this monument or water tower or water fountain. I feel that it's a metaphysical positive for Albury Wodonga.
We had to cart our water from over at the sale yards, and in those days kerosene tins were your main things. You didn't worry about, watering cans. And I used to drag these tins every now and again. They'd drag on the ground, and we'd bring the water from over at the sale yards. They had very large tanks over at Campbell's, and we got permission to use the water from those tanks. And when we'd get home, we'd have a wee little tin, and we were allowed one tin on each plant to keep it alive. It was a big deal, that water tower going up. Oh my word, we appreciated it, we did. Absolutely. But the water, the power, as I say, I saw all those luxuries come to Wodonga.
Eric Fulford, who was the turncock for the Wodonga Water Trust. His main job was pumping into the water tower and to tap into the water mains for the plumbers. We had a good view of the water tower. There was a marker on the outside of the tower painted white. This was on a float connected to the inside of the water. It was very hard to gauge the amount of water the residents used.
Some of the old timers tell me that when they were children coming to school, and mostly in the days when the water tower was built, of course they had to walk to school, that they would look on a hot summer day to see if the tank was overflowing. And if it was overflowing, they'd go and stand under the overflowing water and get themselves saturated. And then, oh, we've got to get to school or we'll get into trouble. The water tower has always been under threat since it was decommissioned in 1960. We decided as an organisation, as an arts council, to protest the latest move to demolish the water tower. And so the council said, will you tell us why we should keep it? And we decided to draw up plans, and we had two teachers who were artists amongst our group, one a sculptor and the other a teacher of painting. And they decided that they would talk to us, get our ideas on what we could do with the area and what we could do with the water tower.
Well, I think it's a great old landmark for Wodonga. I really do. And I hope they leave it there.
Every time the councillors tell me that they wonder why we still keep the water tower, I say you have to keep it because you couldn't find your way around Wodonga.